Iron Lung came out
Yeah.
this last weekend. For anybody that doesn't know, this is so they actually wanted like Markiplier to be a cameo in the first and second FNAF movie, and he turned them both down because he wanted to focus completely on making Iron Lung.
Mm-hmm.
It's a movie based off of a indie game that he really really liked,
A
and
$6 indie game that he played and absolutely loved.
for a little under $3 million, he made this movie. I think it's made like
It's like last
over
numbers I
20
saw
million.
was like 21, almost 22 million or something like that.
It it's going to make even more because theaters are continuing it for another full weekend now.
Yep.
Dude, no kidding. I'm not sure what it's like over at the Point Cinema over here at the Palace. Tomorrow night they're going to be running it on the Ultra screen.
Oh wow. I don't think Point's doing that, but I definitely it was like every showing I've noticed is like pretty full or like I was like I went to a 2 o'clock showing and it was basically full, and that was theater 6. Like it was the big theater, so it's just like
I will say, I do want to know your opinion on it. I actually didn't know that you've seen it yet. I understand all of the criticisms.
mm-hmm.
It's, in my opinion, the perfect Alex movie. It had the exact right amount of gore to the point where it's really, really cool, the scenes that pop up, but it's not like overly indulgent. It felt really suspenseful in certain parts. The story felt really well put together. I fucking loved that movie so
Yeah,
much.
I thought it was fucking phenomenal. I thought it was really good. It's like I went
Mm,
I like watch like the 3 videos that Mark put out of him playing Iron Lung, and I rewatched
mm.
those going into the movie and whatever, and I was just like, oh damn. I was like, this is like fresh in my head, and it was really good. Like I like the like kind of like story he built around it using like the lore of the game or whatever with like the station and like Eden and stuff like that, and like why is the computer there or whatever type thing, and like kind of give like stakes to like the
Mm,
character. It's cool.
yeah. Dude, that one scene where he didn't know that the camera was,
The radiation, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, and like the genuine just like oh I did what? Oh god, yep, yeah, that was like wow. Didn't
They,
pull punches there. Just went all out, huh?
yeah, they went there. They did it.
And the fact is that like he like kept like trying to like you know go like hey I'm really sorry about that and stuff like that, and like I think it was like the lady just like responded with like yeah tell that to my tumors next time we're here, and I was like Jesus.
It's crazy, though. It's like, and Markiplier, since that movie has come out, has given so many, like, tearful thank yous. He was like, I didn't expect this to make money. This was only supposed to premiere in, like, 50 theaters, and
Yeah,
now
I was
it's
like,
in
wasn't it
over,
like only supposed to be in like a few theaters, and then all of a sudden it's like in thousands?
I think it's over 5,000 now. The movie also premiered, at least domestically, number one in its weekend box office, which I want so.
Suddenly just disappeared from the charts at some point.
Yeah.
And interesting
Uh,
about that.
oh yeah, dude, Hollywood's pissed
Oh,
because
they're
like all these
fucking
production,
fuming.
but all these production companies being like, you need this big Hollywood budget. You know, you need to go through one of us if you want to make anything that makes money or worthwhile. And here comes Markiplier, completely self-funded, self-developed, and self-produced, and it's beating everybody.
Everybody. It's not like it's not even close sometimes too. It's just like I don't know. And then it's like I oftentimes have to ask myself is like
Mm,
would this movie have done nearly as good if it didn't have Mark? Probably not, just because I feel like it wouldn't have the notoriety and people really
mhm.
really wouldn't know what it is. But I mean, you're using the assets that you have for you, and the fact is that a big name like Mark did get so interested into the game that he made the movie. Like shit, I don't know.
I mean, if we're being completely honest, if the movie had it still had like a production budget that low, and while I think it still would have made money, not as much. It probably
No,
wouldn't have done nearly as well.
yeah,
People consume like the shittiest shit when it comes to horror movies, though. It's like Primate made money, and Primate sucks.
I'd have to assume that some people would read the premise of like the Iron Lung movie if they didn't know what it was and think that would be
Enough
interesting.
enough people would have
Enough
been
people would have done
interested.
that.
At the same time, though, yeah, Mark did boost this movie. It was a really good movie, though.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I gave it like I think like a solid like 7.5 or 8 out of 10. Honestly,
Hmm.
it's like the story was good. The creeps were there, even though it was kind of more of a thriller than it was like a horror at times.
Yeah.
But it was
Hmm.
just like it also like scratched that like itch that I was like I always like about these types of games, and I think it really did justice for the game of Iron Lung as well, just because it's like it's supposed to unsettle you. It's supposed to be like kind of just like you are literally stuck inside this thing and you're not
Hmm.
leaving like at all.
For being his first movie, I thought he did phenomenally too.
Yeah.
I really hope this encourages him to make more movies. I think he did come out and say that he doesn't know if he's going to make any more. I want him to. I really hope
If
this
the
is like
right
his get
sort of
out moment for him.
project, if like the right, not so much project, but if like the right sort of, I don't know what's the best way to describe that, like inspiration kind of comes forth, I could see him doing another one. But it's just like I think he was just
Mhm.
so enamored by Iron Lung that he was just like I just got to do this. Like I have this vision in my head. I need to go do this. Like I have the money,
Mhm.
I have the means, I have the fame and popularity. Let's just go fucking do it.
Yeah.
So if a game or whatever convinces him to do that, even if it's not like a horror, if he does like something maybe more comedy or something like that, maybe at some point, I don't know. You know,
Iron Lung, I think, in my opinion, joins Expedition 33 of really shaking the status quo in a
hmm
way, in ways that I really appreciate, because it shows the power of independent creators with a lot of passion, what they're really capable of and what they can do.
hmm
Like for Expedition 33, it shows. It's like it has a small team. It really doesn't have that big of a budget,
hmm
yet they made something amazing with it.
they
And
made like a genre
Markiplier,
defying game basically, and depending on how the next like few years go, could be the game of the decade.
uh, and with Markiplier, like obviously it's not that as
No,
explosive, but I think this shows a lot of people, not just in Hollywood, but all over the world, like the power and ability of a lot of like these smaller creators that just have a cool idea and want to go out and make something cool.
it's a
Like,
it's a shakeup of an
mhm,
idea, basically. Like you kind of said, it's like Hollywood always wanted to say it's like, oh, you got to go through us to make a halfway decent film. It's like you said earlier, but it's just like it's a shakeup of a thing that it really kind of needed a shakeup. Like
mhm.
movies needed this, I feel like, to kind of open the door, and whether more people try and go through that door, or what goes forward with it from here, I don't know. But it'd be really cool if more content creators or indie producer or like indie directors with like you said interesting ideas get behind that and go, oh well, if Mark can do it, then I could try.
It really will encourage a lot of people to really put themselves out there more, and I really like that, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, we'll see what happens, but I do hope there are student like other movies like this, like kind of like that, like of similar to this.
Hmm. Dude, it's his career has been fucking so
it's
insane, man.
it's been really interesting.
I think he's really kind of evolved into like the de facto like iconic YouTube content creator. You
Oh,
know, because
absolutely.
he.
When you talk about guys that defined what gaming, especially gaming on YouTube,
Mhm.
became for years and stuff like that. There's always a bunch of like ones or whatever. It's like people always talk about, Rooster Teeth kind of established like the let's play almost in a way, as well as like, but it's realistically, it's like they were only a contributing portion of it. Like, guys like PewDiePie or Markiplier or whatever, like they were
Mhm.
instrumental into making what gaming is now, pretty much.
The fact that I think Markiplier was a content creator even in like the pre 2010s,
Mm-hmm.
and the fact that even today he still manages to be super relevant. He has all these shows like In Space with Markiplier on YouTube. He's made his own movie now. It's fucking crazy, man.
Yeah. And the thing, and to me is, and what always like keeps me coming back to like his stuff or whatever, and why I, oftentimes just throw up like some of his like videos on just back as background noise, or maybe I'll actually watch something that interests me or
Mhm.
whatever. But it's just like he genuinely seems like a really nice guy, like a really good guy. But basically, like he's said
Thankfully,
multiple times, like I should not make the money I do, basically. And it's just like he has this sort of humbleness to him that I feel like for a lot of people it would have went straight to their heads.
God, if you're up there, please don't ruin Markiplier for me.
I know.
There are so many content creators out there that are horrible, terrible people.
Yeah.
Please just let him be continue being nice, humble Markiplier.
Yeah, that's why I was just like, he genuinely seems like a really nice guy. I don't, obviously I don't know him personally or anything like that, but it's just like, I don't know, it's just the general gist of everything I hear, hear stories or whatever, and just like the genuine person that you see on the screen. It's like, yes, he's
Mm.
also acting up because he's putting on his like let's play face, but at the same time, it's like I think he does generally just have a lot of fun doing what he
I,
does.
I don't think he's even at his worst. I don't think Markiplier could ever be like XQC or
No,
Asmongold bad,
no,
where they're just
no.
where he comes on stream and is like, yeah, so I don't think as of poor people really as people. They're more or less like bugs or dirt beneath my feet. Actual quote by him, by the way.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Of course,
So he hasn't gotten there,
no,
thankfully.
no. I'm clearly not. So I don't know.
Streamers are just the worst. I think that's what the conclusion I'm coming to. There are so many bad ones out there.
The
A lot
thing
of
is,
good ones,
yeah,
a lot of bad ones though.
yeah. It's like not all of them are bad, but
No.
it's crazy the percentage that they are though. I don't know. It's just like at some point I feel like there's just some people that don't really turn off, and it's like I feel like you need to have like this kind of balance between your life and the content that you create, and there's some people that don't do that very well.
No. You have good ones like Markiplier, and then you'll fucking go on an Aiden Roth stream and be like, bullying homeless people for money, haha. Subscribe to my gambling app. Hashtag ad. I
Yeah.
I hate so many of these guys so much. I am trying with all my heart to remember the thing I was going to say, and I cannot think of it. And I like a dumbass. I am going to be like, "Oh, that's the thing!" immediately once the podcast ends. God damn, Alex, pull yourself together. Jesus Christ, please. I can just not think of it.
Uh,
Oh well.
yeah. And one last thing I want to say about Iron Lung or whatever is like
Yeah.
is just like um it was just like how to say this now. It
Gotta write
was
it down.
it
Gotta
genuinely
write it
like
down so I don't forget.
one of my favorite things was like that they often said with that, it was that or whatever was like when it was the moment when he basically was just like talking to like the entity basically.
Mm-hmm.
It's like through the monitor or whatever, and it was just like in him realizing that, oh, I'm not talking to a person, like I'm not talking to SM8 or
Dude,
whatever, and it was just
that
like,
shit was so
yeah,
good.
and it was just like, wait, I never told you my name, and even though it was like it's the classic like generic like, wait, I didn't tell you my name,
Genuinely, I actually did not see that one coming the first time I watched it.
and the only thing that pointed me out for that, and I'm sitting here going just like the light's not lighting up. Well, it's probably because he broke it, right? And I'm like,
Mhm.
no, the light's not lighting up, but you're still hearing a noise. You're still hearing voice coming from the thing, and I go, yeah, that's not a real person. That's literally what I thought in my head.
Dude, for his first, I think I mentioned this already, but for his first acting gig, Markiplier did so well. I think it was during that one scene near the end, right before they say, right when they tell him it's like, yeah, we can't come get you. You're stuck down there. We don't know how you've survived this long. And he's just starts breaking down and being like, I just want to live. That's all I want.
Hmm.
Why doesn't anybody else want that? Like that was so good.
Yeah, it's like
Mhm.
I don't know. It's just like I get that, like oftentimes like anger or sadness or whatever is the easiest like to kind of do or whatever. But it's like you still gotta like send it, right? Like you still gotta
Mhm.
like some people like kind of hold it back because you're not really sure how mad you need to be or you know or whatever. But it's like Mark just full sends it, and I think he does a phenomenal job about doing it because it's like there's genuine just like anger, frustration, like why is this happening to me? Like why can't I
You just
just
feel
get
all
out of here?
that.
Why can't I just go home? You know?
Yes.
Like genuinely, it's just like wow. Yeah. Or whatever. And it's like I know for some people it's probably like it's kind of hard to like not it's like oh it's just Mark doing silly Mark things or whatever. And I go you got to kind of turn off your brain to like just going like oh
Mhm.
this isn't Markiplier, this is Simon. So I don't know.
One of the one criticisms I kind of want to push back on is I get it can be oh, excuse me, Jesus. I get a lot of people's complaint like, oh, it can be kind of slow. The fact that the complaint where people say it's like, oh, it's super slow and nothing happens in it, like 70% of the movie is just like nothing happening. You fucking children with TikTok brains, sit down and let the suspense work.
It's a story. You got to build the story. If you don't build it up and just get to the very end, it's not going to be very good, and it's going to fall flat. I don't know. It's just how it is.
The fucking the damage that TikTok and YouTube Shorts has done to our society needs to be studied on a molecular level.
Read more books. That's all I can say. Is just read more books.
Read more books, watch more movies, watch more TV shows, do something that's not scrolling through TikTok
Yeah.
or
Just
YouTube
stop
Shorts.
doom scrolling. That's all I can say.
It's a curse. It's a curse, man.
Mm.